Now investigating the president for possible obstruction of justice. This comes as CNN has learned that Mueller will interview several top intelligence officials this week as part of the probe, including Director of National Intelligence Dan Coats and NSA Director Admiral Mike Rogers.
So last week, you'll remember both men, Coats and Rogers, denied to the Senate Intelligence Committee that they were pressured by the president to intervene in the FBI probe of possible collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia during the election. And the president this morning is taking to Twitter saying they made up a phony collusion with the Russia story, found zero proof, so now they go for obstruction of justice on the phony story. Nice. He also tweeted this: "You are witnessing the single greatest witch hunt in American political history, led by some very bad and conflicted people," appearing to go after Mueller directly there. Make America great again. Let's discuss. CNN White House correspondent Athena Jones has more, and Laura Coates, our CNN legal analyst and former federal prosecutor, is here. So, Athena, any more from the White House on why the president is taking this approach this morning?
Hi, no word on why the president is tweeting, but it's not surprising to see him do so. I mean, this is not the kind of headline the president wanted to wake up to, or I should say go to bed to. This story breaking last night while he was incidentally celebrating his birthday. But let's just remind our viewers that this whole question of obstruction of justice, Trump's own words and actions help lead to this question. Take a listen to him talking to NBC about the firing of former FBI Director James Comey and what Comey had to say about it.
When I decided to just do it, I said to myself, I said, you know, this Russia thing with Trump and Russia is a made-up story.
There's no doubt that it's a fair judgment, it's my judgment, that I was fired because of the Russia investigation.
So again, the Comey there responding to the president's own words and his impression. And this is not even to mention this other conversation that Comey says he had with the president, where the president, he says, asked him to let the investigation into his former national security advisor, Michael Flynn, go. That's a whole other separate issue of potential obstruction of justice. In response to this Washington Post report, the president's lawyer, through a spokesperson, said this: "The FBI leak of information regarding the president is outrageous, inexcusable, and illegal." Notice he is not denying there that the president is under investigation. And one more thing I should note, that statement from the president's lawyer and those tweets from the president are very much in line with the talking points we're seeing from the Republican National Committee. So everyone is on the same page there, focusing on leaks and the idea that this is a phony story.
Yeah, the Republican National Committee not calling the special counsel, though, bad. The president's tweet very specifically said the investigation is being led by very bad people, which is interesting, especially given the climate here right now. Laura Coates, let me ask you something. You know, the Washington Post